Hello, my name is Dr. Glenna Bauer, and I want to welcome you to the second presentation of the SEERGA Faculty Colloquium Series. Our SEERGA Colloquium Series highlights our faculty who received a SEERGA Award. Today's presentation is with Dr. Mariah Smothers and Dr. Alyssa Weatherholt, who received a SEERGA Award to complete a study entitled Self-Efficacy Towards Health Behavior during the first year of college. Thank you, Dr. Smothers and Dr. Weatherholt, for your presentation on students' self-efficacy towards self-behavior during the first year of college. Thank you, Dr. Smothers.
All right, thank you all so much for attending and for your interest in learning more about our study that was generously funded by the SEERGA grant in 2017. Dr. Weatherholt and I are going to walk you through the rationale for the study, the methods, the results, future research, and then we'll take any questions at the end. So it's a common occurrence that freshman university students often experience a weight gain when they come to college for the first time. We may know this informally as the freshman 15, but research actually suggests that it's on average closer to about a 7-pound weight gain, and it impacts about 2/3 of the population. Often we know that kinesiology and sport majors choose their majors because they have had some kind of prior experience with health and fitness, when a lot of other majors may not have had that similar prior experience. And so our research question, and really what we wanted to know, is we wanted to explore the differences in self-efficacy beliefs towards specific health and exercise behaviors of beginning college students majoring in kinesiology and sport, and compare that to other majors. And the real purpose of this study was for us to understand the difference between these majors, to examine their efficacy beliefs towards health and exercise behaviors, so the university and other stakeholders can make more informed university programmatic decisions regarding health, wellness, and fitness. So the study was rooted in Bandura's social cognitive theory, which attempts to explain and predict behavior by examining the dynamic relationship between personal and environmental factors. And you can see on the diagram of the slide how that dynamic relationship is depicted. This theory also encompasses the construct of self-efficacy, which is the belief that one has the ability to perform a specific task. And something important to note about self-efficacy is that it's truly just their belief that they can do it. It's not if they've successfully accomplished that or not. So the task-specific nature is one of the reasons that self-efficacy is a commonly referenced construct in literature related to health and wellness. Also, self-efficacy is closely tied to many behaviors related to exercise, diet, smoking cessation, and weight loss. And this is also represented within the related literature. So when we applied for the grant, we knew that we would need to have quite a bit of fitness assessment equipment funded. And this was actually part of our initial study design that we'll be discussing a little bit more in the future analysis. The other part of the funding was related to incentivizing students. Those are the t-shirts. Several iPads were bought for data collection. And then our plan is also to submit or disseminate this research. And as most of you can relate, COVID has halted that process temporarily, but we're excited because the abstract has been accepted and will be presented this coming spring. So since the purpose of the study was to look at self-efficacy beliefs of kinesiology majors compared to other majors, the study used descriptive research using a modified questionnaire. The independent variable was major area, and it was compared to the dependent variable, which was the measured scores and the results from looking at the majors. The analysis consisted of descriptive statistics, which were the means and the standard deviations, which provided us good information, but we couldn't draw conclusions from those. So we also ran inferential statistics that consisted of an independent t-test, which compared the means of the two separate groups. And this data was collected during a single administration of the survey instrument. So here's our modified questionnaire. You can see the main topics listed, and they were all measured on a Likert scale. So eating habits confidence and exercise confidence were all rated on a 1 to 5 scale, 1 being I know I cannot, and 5 being I know I can. Nutrition self-efficacy, physical exercise self-efficacy, and alcohol, just those two, both the self-efficacy ones, were rated on a 1 to 4, saying that 1 is very certain and 1 is very uncertain, 4 is very certain. Alcohol resistance, self-efficacy was a 1 to 5 scale, 1 being very certain and 5 being very, oh my goodness, 1 being very uncertain and 5 being very certain. And then our last 2 items on the scale are social support and exercise, and also social support and eating habits. Those were both rated on 1 to 5, 1 being none and 5 being very often. But the interesting piece on these 2 is they actually had participants rate these twice, 1 in reference to their family support and the other in reference to the support they gained from their friends. And we have a reference, and all of these individual questionnaires were developed by Solis et al. And there's a reference on our citation slide from him.
Hi, the results of this study of the freshman participants, there were 51 total participants in the study. 36 of them were kinesiology and sport major, which consist of kinesiology, exercise science, and sport management majors. And these were all undergrad. 13 were male and 23 were female. And then the other, which consists of 15 undergraduate individuals that were freshmen, one was mechanical engineering, which was a female. Business administration, there were 3, which had 2 males and 1 female. 2 undecided majors, 2 females. Accounting major, 1 female. Biology pre-vet, 1 female. Dental hygiene, 1 female. Elementary education, 3, 1 male, 2 female. 1 female sonography major, 1 environmental science male major, and then 1 female health generalist major. All were of the age of 18 to 19. And then total, there were 17 males and 34 females that were freshmen that participated in the study. So as you can see here, this is the modified questionnaire again with all the subject areas. The 2 that are highlighted are exercise confidence and physical exercise self-efficacy. These were the only 2 subject areas that were considered significantly different from kinesiology majors to other freshman majors. So let's go into the results. First, we're going to look at exercise confidence scores. As you can see here on this graph, the x-axis has the Likert scale for exercise self-confidence, where 1 being I feel I cannot, all the way up to 5 being I feel I can. On the y-axis, it has the different topic areas within exercise confidence scores. So first off, exercise during social obligations, exercise during high demands, exercise before a party, exercise when depressed, exercise early and on weekends. Of the results, kinesiology majors scored higher than other majors. They were closer to 4 or at 4 or above 4 on the 1 to 5 scale. And then the other majors were either closer to 3 or a little bit above 3 on this 1 to 5 scale. Therefore, exercise self-confidence scores were higher in kinesiology majors than other majors. Now looking at the exercise self-efficacy or physical exercise self-efficacy subject area. On the y-axis is the Likert scale. It doesn't go up to 4 on here, but it's a 1 to 4 scale. On the x-axis, it is the type of major as well as the subject area to physical exercise self-efficacy. So only one subject area or content area was scored significantly higher. It's when exercise when busy. Within that Likert scale, 1 being uncertain to 4 being certain. Kinesiology majors were closer to a 3 compared to other majors, which was at a 2 or above. So in general, exercise self-efficacy was pretty good for kinesiology majors. So in conclusion, based on our current findings of self-efficacy for health as well as exercise, our kinesiology freshman majors scored higher on 2 particular scales, exercise confidence as well as exercise self-efficacy compared to other majors, which could mean that they are more likely to exercise during stressful times compared to other majors. So what are the implications to this study? How can we put this data to our university, especially health and wellness? We can use this data to put together an intervention for the university to provide reasons using the social cognitive theory itself, as well as the self-efficacy theory or construct within it, to get individuals to exercise or feel more confident or to exercise or do other health related issues. Because it's been known that if individuals have confidence in their ability to exercise or health behaviors, they are more likely to exercise. So putting together a type of intervention will assist with the other majors as well as our kinesiology and sport majors. Because if individuals exercise, they may have a better mental health as well as better academics. So we also looked at, so for future analysis, we've also looked at, well, we gathered fitness assessment data comparing kinesiology to other majors. The issue was that the labeling that we had the participants do to make it confidential didn't pair up with the fitness assessment data. So we're going to have to separate it, looking at comparing the kinesiology to other majors on that data. Future research, we're going to look at how exercise and self-efficacy and confidence is different or not different compared to kinesiology seniors to our freshmen. Here are our references. And are there any questions?
Okay. Well, thank you, Dr. Smothers and Dr. Weatherhope, for your presentation today. I don't see any questions at this time, but we do have this recorded and we will post on the website. Our next SEERGA faculty colloquium will be on November 2nd at 12 p.m. in UC 2207. Dr. Jenna Klusterman will be presenting on Gusto instrument testing and integration.